Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the firearm we got to use last fall. And it was the Browning firearms, and it was the Hell's Canyon Speed Edition. It is an awesome, awesome rifle. When you guys are looking for a caliber for whitetails, you got to really think about where you're using it. So one, think about where you're hunting. If you're in a canopy of woods, you know, I kind of like a bigger bullet just in case you hit any kind of brush, you have a little bit more power. You know, if you're shooting out in distances, you want something with a lighter bullet that shoots really flat so you don't have to worry about that drop, less wind drag. If you're carrying the firearm a long ways, you know, if you put a wood stock on this, it's pretty, right? A lot of people love the look of wood, but it's going to be heavier. So I like the synthetic stocks. Plus, I beat the snot out of my rifle, so I don't have to worry about it scratching. This one, I don't have to worry about it rusting. You know, that's another consideration. How much care are you going to put into your gun? I would never buy a wood stock gun for my kids because they just beat it up. I mean, they don't appreciate what the value of a good rifle, and that's a lot of other hunters are in the same boat. A few things that I really liked about it. One is it's super lightweight. Two, it looks cool. It has that cool factor. It has what they call a burnt bronze finish, which I've never seen before. They actually carried that color all the way into the stock. But it's got a fluted barrel, so it's extremely lightweight. It's got a muzzle brake on it, which is great if you're dealing with kids with recoil or even as adults with recoil. Let's face it, who likes it? So out of the box, this thing was extremely accurate. I mounted the scope myself. If you're familiar with the X-Bolt, a normal rifle has the bases are literally just 2 screws. This one has 4, so it uses the X technology. And what that does is it makes it extremely stable and it's easy to mount your scope. So I mounted the scope literally out of the box. It took me probably 5 shots, set it in at 25 yards. Within 5 shots at 100 yards, I had a dime-sized group. We literally took this gun on a hunt 4 days later after that on Axis, shot a couple of beautiful Axis bucks. The other thing this gun has, and I didn't realize it until looking up on it, is the butt plate is extremely slick, so it doesn't get caught on your clothing when you're pulling it up or sliding it down. But inside of there is what they call like an infused technology. And what it does is when you pull the trigger, it actually pushes the gun a little bit away from your cheek so you don't feel, even if it would recoil, you don't feel it. 2 features that I really want to point out on this rifle, because a lot of bolt actions, to really be able to unload the firearm, it has to be off safe. This one doesn't. It literally comes with, you can have it on safe, it's got a button above the bolt, and all you gotta do is push it on, and you do it. The other thing, while I'm gonna mention it, it's a short action. So literally the bolt comes up, it's only like a 60-degree angle, so you don't have as much play. And what that does for you is it allows you to chamber around much, much quicker. If you don't believe it, once you go back to a long bolt versus a short bolt, there's a huge, huge difference. Check it out. It's available on Browning's website if you want to see more detail. It's the Browning Hell's Canyon Speed Edition.